Good morning. It is finally time to start getting painted, get the beehive painted. So yesterday Dad and I built it because we're going to do a coat of primer first and then a coat of paint first and then put it together and then do more on layers of paint, but we decided that that was not the go because it was too intricate. So here we are. I'm going to sand it all down so it's not all lumpy and bumpy, and then we're going to paint it and I'll show you the colours I've chosen. So crack on. So I'm going to use the Dulux First Step Prep Primer Seal and Undercoats for interior and exterior. And yeah, this is the bad boy. So it's water based as well. I've also got a little kitty cat friend helping me. Good morning. Good morning. Are you helping me paint? I had a little sausage dog friend as well, but he's disappeared. So no, don't jump on it. So for these tiny bits of the spirit levels, I grabbed some of my old makeup brushes from Shein that I bought like 50 million years ago because they're thin and they haven't been used, and I thought, well, why bloody not? So I'm going around the little bits and cutting in before I do the big boy. Now I'm going to go in with the big Pro Renovator big brush. So I've done all the cutting in. I don't think I need to cut in the vent bits because they're like holes. It's not like the spirit level where the paint can actually get on the thing. So off I go. Look at it, I love it. And my little helper. And my other little helpers under the wheelbarrow. So I finished painting the base with the first coat of primer. I'm going to try and do 2 coats of primer. This bit will go up through there. Pointed on the screen, but you can't see that. So that bit's done. Now I'm going to move on to the brood box. I don't know if I should take the frames out or not. I don't know. I took these off so I could paint them separately because I don't know if I'll have them on all the time. But yeah, this is the brood box. That's Maxwell. Cutie. Bess is out helping the chicken eggs. So here we are. Oh, here we are. Pretty. I also changed shirts because I realised I might want to wear the other one out, so I'm back in my pyjama shirt. I am absolutely freezing, but we have got all the pieces with their first layer of primer on them, so I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. Is that better? Morning. I am in my same pyjama shirt that I wore the other day, although I don't think I got paint on this one. In some old, ye old bike shorts and some Bond socks. Woohoo! So, it is, I'm going to move it up a little bit more. It is, it's a bit better. I started that sentence 5 times. It's now, well, I started painting on Saturday. It is now Tuesday. So I'm going to start on the roof again. I don't have all day, obviously, because I have classes this week. But I'm going to start on the second coat of primer before I start some classes. So I thought I would talk you through some of the design aspects I'm going to use once I get this lid open on the primer. I also just like painted my nails as well, which is probably a big old mistake. But anyway, we're here now. We're here now. So anyway, the instructions for the flow hive said to definitely give the roof 2 coats of paint. So I've got the gabled roof here. It didn't really say anything about priming the rest of it, but I'm going to do a double coat on the rest of it too, just because I think it's the safest option. I forgot to mix that, so I'll just give it a swirl. The lid's off, so I've got to be careful. So yeah, I'm just going to give a second coat of primer to this. So after I do the primer, so it'll probably be on the weekend now, I'm going to go over with, I'm going to go for coverage, I'm going to use like one of these brushes, which is still a bit wet I think. I'm going to use one of those brushes and then go on with a roller for the colour, just for good coverage and nice finish. So I'm going to do, I'm still deciding. I was going to do just a plain blue for the roof, but now I don't know if I should do like different, like multicoloured. I don't know, it's a big decision, big decision. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I'm definitely doing the Lantana Lime Green for the background of the, what's it called? Like the box, so like the side thing, the side thing. So blue for roof, green for box, and I'm going to do flower patterns on them. I haven't actually drawn out the flower pattern yet. I did a practice run, which I think I did like a sneak peek of in the video, where I was outside painting, like a day in my Sunday or something. But I'm going to pre-design that on a piece of paper and then draw it on a pencil, and then go back over the top with paint afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do there. I feel like I should probably do some schoolwork while I'm out here as well, so I might do that. I'm not sure yet. But I actually got an ultrasound class to do. I scheduled it in for 9 to 11, but I think I might do it from 10 to 12 instead. I don't know. My life's a mess. But anyway, this is where we're at the moment. So we're just adding second coats to everything. The windows were hard to do on the super because I didn't have any painting tape. And Dad said that masking tape just stuck too much, just sticks too much. So I didn't put any tape on. So I had to be really careful. Not the most careful of people, so that was a bit hard. But anyway. I'm talking too much. Let me just crack on. I might actually sand it back again, then put the paint on, and then hopefully it'll look glossy and nice and smooth. You know, my job sheet's behind me. So yeah, I think I might do that. Yeah, that'll work. That's what Dad told me to do. So that's what I'll do. I was also going to talk to you about my flower design, but I don't really have much to say on that. I'm just going for like literally flowers. Here, I'll show you here. I didn't realise this at the time, but sorry, this is like all wet primer. But these bits are all like 3D indented, whatever it's called. So I thought maybe I could like paint inside there with a nice like a pink or a yellow or something, so I can jazz it up also up here with different colours too. And there's also other little intricate bits that are down drying, so I'll show you them when I get to them. But I think maybe I can really jazz it up, because I was just going to do blue and green as backgrounds and colourful flowers. But now the opportunities are endless, aren't they? This is actually the back too, so it's the small part. But yeah, but oh, I missed a part there. Okay, I better crack on with that. And my apologies, I would be time-lapsing this, but I feel like I time-lapse too much. I feel like I'm a bit eager on the time-lapse. But yeah, I'll show you this side. This side's more vivid. This side's more vivid. I can really like get in there, in all there, and make it a nice colour. I'm thinking pink. I really am thinking pink. So at first I was thinking pink and yellow for my actual backgrounds. But then I don't know what happened there. I went off it. I felt like I felt like it might look a bit too candy-ish sort of thing. And blue and green, bees like blue. It's proven. But I want it to look like mature, but not boring, but mature. And very pretty, delicate. It's a good way to describe it, delicate. I want it to look delicate. I feel like pink's a bit bam out there. So I want to just add in like as many pink and yellow touches as I can, because like they're my favorite colors. Oh, I've got to get all around the sides. Gosh, I forgot that the roof was a lot of work. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough primer. And because it never said anything about double priming the other pieces, that only mentioned double priming the roof, I want to double prime this first in case I do run out. But anyway, maybe I should tell you about my bees. So I'm partway through ordering them. I'm still waiting for the gentleman to contact me back about getting them. I called him last week or the week before. I haven't had a response, but the phones have been down in the area. So I might give him another call today and see if because my mum's been getting like, people don't leave messages on my phone, so I'm using mum as an example. Nobody calls me, nobody likes me enough. She's been getting her messages like a week late just because the phones have been really shut down, really. So I'll tell you what bees I'm ordering. I'm sorry, Hannah. I'm really sorry. Hannah discussed the options of Australian native stingless because they're good for the environment. Like, they're not an introduced species, sort of. They're good for the Australian environment and Australian pollination. Apparently European? Haha. Hello. Good morning. Apparently European bees will change like the way our plants pollinate or something. I've read into it, but I've forgotten all the terms. Hannah's going to be an environmental scientist, so she knows what's up. But I've decided not to go for Australian native stingless because I'm trying to get honey. Like, obviously it's for fun, but I want honey as well. And I think Australian native stingless only make like a cup or a kilo a year. So I've decided to go for Italian bees because I was scared that European bees would be too aggressive and hurt my good little sausage dog that's sitting in my lap if he got too close. I got scared that they might be a bit too aggressive. So I wanted to get some bees with a good nature. That if he got too close, they probably wouldn't be too annoyed. Like, he might get a sting here and there. I know that's inevitable, but I didn't want them to swarm him. So I've decided to go for, I've read everywhere that Italians are really good-natured. I also read somewhere that sometimes they can be disloyal and just like leave your hive, but I'll try to ignore that. So I'm going to go for Italians. They produce, I think it was, a lot of honey. A lot of honey. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy there. So I'm going to get those. And then the business, I've registered the business, Busies. So hopefully I'm going to try and make skincare out of the honey that I received from the bees, as well as just like obviously honey. But I've been making my own skincare for years. Ooh, my skin's actually terrible at the moment, but I've been making my own skincare for years, and I feel like, you know, my skin's not too bad, and I make it out of honey, so why not give it my best shot? It's something I've wanted to do for years and years and years. If you know me, you and I've said it like 50 million times. So there's that. So register the business, try and order the bees. They'll be here because we're coming into spring, so I want to get this all set up like last week of winter maybe, and then let them settle into their home. So we'll have to travel and get the bees because I need to put them in my box. I don't want to find it a bit cruel if you send bees in the mail sort of thing. But then again, I don't really know what I'm talking about yet, so I might be a bit off my head. This is my happy little helper, aren't you? You helping? Helping, buddy? Watching the birds. Oh, excuse me. I would also just like to say that whilst I'm not getting Australian natives, getting Italians aren't bad for the environment either. There's a difference in pollination patterns and all that, so I've read, but it's not bad. All bee numbers are declining no matter what species they are, so it's not a bad thing, I don't think. It's still good for the environment, and for the bee population. I don't really know much else on that so far. I'm still reading, but it's not, I'm not killing Australia, if that makes sense.